Listen carefully, because this is where most people get it wrong. When the power goes out and the lights don't come back, your biggest enemy isn't darkness, hunger, or even chaos. It's your brain. In the first hours of a real blackout, almost everyone makes the same mistake. You don't panic, you don't run, you don't prepare. You wait, you check your phone again, you refresh for updates, you tell yourself they'll fix it soon, and that moment feels harmless, calm even. But that decision quietly burns the most valuable resource you'll ever have after a system failure: time. Here's the truth nobody explains. Modern humans are trained to trust systems. Electricity comes back, water keeps flowing, someone is always in control. Your brain evolved for stability, not collapse. Psychologists call this normalcy bias, the instinct to assume tomorrow will look like yesterday. It's why people sit in stalled airplanes. It's why drivers don't leave flooded roads. And during a blackout, it freezes you while critical windows are still open. In those early hours, fuel is still available, water pressure still exists, roads are still passable, information still has value. But every hour you wait, those options shrink, not dramatically, quietly. By the time most people realize something is wrong, the easy choices are already gone. The second mistake follows right after waiting: wasting energy, panic cleaning, pacing, arguing, carrying things you don't need. It feels productive, but it's not. Your brain alone consumes about 20% of your body's energy. Uncontrolled movement drains glucose, hydration, and focus. That's why trained responders move slowly and deliberately. Survival isn't about doing more, it's about doing less, better. Another assumption that gets people into trouble is water. People believe taps will keep working because they always have. But municipal water systems depend on pressure, pumps, and backup power that isn't guaranteed. When pressure drops, contamination risk rises. Drinking untreated water after the first day has caused outbreaks even in developed cities. That's why military and emergency manuals repeat the same rule. If you didn't purify it yourself, don't trust it. Then there's visibility. Most people turn on lights or stand near windows at night because darkness feels unsafe. But during extended outages, light does something dangerous. It announces presence. Darkness hides. Looting isn't random. It's opportunistic. Humans under stress look for signs of safety and resources, and light is one of the strongest signals there is. Quiet structures that look empty are statistically safer during unrest. Food mistakes come next. Some people eat everything immediately. Others barely eat at all. Both choices backfire. Low blood sugar leads to shaky hands, emotional reactions, and poor decisions. Overeating increases thirst and waste. Survival nutrition isn't about comfort. It's about stabilizing your brain so you can think clearly. One of the most overlooked mistakes is talking too much. In the first 48 hours, people overshare plans, supplies, and intentions with neighbors or online groups. In unstable environments, information becomes currency. The fewer people who know what you have or where you're going, the safer you are. This principle comes straight from operational security training used by military and emergency professionals. And finally, the mistake that ends options: failing to decide when to leave. Hope feels powerful, but it can trap you. Smart survivors choose their exit point in advance, not emotionally, logically. When water fails, when noise increases, when temperatures drop beyond shelter limits, that decision should already be made, because mobility collapses fast after the first 2 days. None of this requires weapons, bunkers, or extreme preparation. It requires accepting reality faster than the people around you. The first 48 hours aren't about strength, they're about clarity. And the people who survive aren't the toughest. They're the ones who stop waiting before it's too late.